All right, guys, welcome back for a third episode of my real world experience with the RX1R III Sony. This is it. I'll show you some more pictures from today. I went to Cars and Coffee, the biggest Cars and Coffee in the nation, and I did a live stream, and I took this with me. You're looking at a picture that I took right now on Lightroom. Before we go jump into the pictures, guys, thanks for joining. And this is the camera, right? This is why we're here. We're here to learn more about this thing, how it's doing. This is how it looks. It's beautiful, guys. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at the way, just the way the light hits it and the way they did the finish on the body and the lens and all that other stuff. And to be honest, this Godox flash matches it so well. But guys, it's a little baby Leica. The shape, look at that shape. Look at the bottom of this. Look at it from the top angle. If I take this off and you look at it, so this is without the flash, guys. This is how it looks from the top. It's just a beautiful, wonderful camera that feels great in your hand. It's got the clicks. It's got everything. It's got everything you want. It's got these top, that's this dial right here for the mode selection. And then of course, this one here is the exposure compensation. Here, you can hear that. That's a little bit easier to click. Not easy, but a little easier than the mode button. Mode button, you really gotta wanna click that. And it's so hard to move this mode button that you almost feel like you're going to break something, but of course you're not. It's made that way so that you don't accidentally, go to video mode or some other mode on accident. So, which has never happened, thank goodness. How am I shooting with the camera? This is my third day out, like what I consider a full day with it. I guess I still got more of the day left, but it was a good. It's not even, I don't really consider it work, but I did a live stream for 2 hours today at Cars and Coffee. This is the video that I took. Here, let me hit play so you can get some idea. This is my car that I parked in the show. My car was in the show.
The coolest, the sickest.
And I'm just having fun here joking with my, I think my dad was here at the time. Or no.
Car in the whole place.
This is when most of the cars are already gone. And so you can see the live stream I did. I took pictures.
Should we go get coffee and
There's
then
the
come back
camera
again?
right there. I'm handing
To
it
the
off.
side of it a little
There's
bit.
Sanaz in front of a Porsche.
And then come to this side.
You can see I'm holding
little
the
more?
RX1R3
Yeah, right
in
there.
my hand, taking a picture of her right now. So I'm taking picture, and we're going to go
Hold
through
on.
this picture that you just saw.
You get further back.
And a whole bunch more.
And let me turn this flash off.
I turn the flash
right.
off when I'm far away from my subject.
There you go.
And I
Should we
like
go
that
get
picture.
coffee?
That little piece right there might be this right here. I think I'm gonna make my I'm gonna take a snap of this real quick, a screenshot, because this I think will be my thumbnail for this video. I'm gonna change it at some point. Let's go like this, and then let's just get a snapshot of this. Sorry guys, there we go. Okay. So I live stream these videos, so I don't actually download it. I don't save them on my camera. I don't record on the camera. I am plugged in with, I'm on the FX3 when I'm live streaming. I'm holding the FX, let me go to this screen so you can look at me. I'm holding the FX3 in one hand, and with an Ulanzi handheld little mini tripod, but it's the hefty tripod. It's heavy it's got a little cage on it because I got things that need to hold my HDMI. So I got HDMI going into the FX3 that you're looking through now. And then, and that goes to my backpack where I have the Live View Solo Pro where I'm doing my live streaming. So that's my live stream on the go. I'm live streaming through that. So I have the FX3 in one hand, connected via USB, HDMI. And then I have this camera, I have this guy in the other hand, as you can see in this picture. Well, you can't see it yet. I'm going to put it back. But I have this like this, This is the Artisan wrist strap. It's silicone leather from Japan, made in Japan. So I just literally put my hand in, and I go like this, and now I'm shooting like this. The reason in this photo it's not on my wrist right here, while I'm taking a picture of Sanaz, is because she was holding it for quite a bit of this day and taking pictures. We're swapping back and forth, so she's loving this camera. And the beauty of me getting an RX1R III is exactly this. She has, I got her a ZV-1 Mark II, and that's another small little point and shoot. So I got her that, and because she's been using that, she knows exactly how to use this camera because the menus are identical. So we got some good pictures. Part of the video, the camera was in manual because I took pictures of the sun this morning, sunrise. I do sunlight viewing in the morning, like Andrew Huberman tells us to do. And here's a couple of pictures of that. I mean, I'm kind of going on tangents now, but here's the sunlight. Here's a morning I took. This is here. Let me show you this right here. This is waking up this morning. The sun's popping up. This is early. It's not up yet. Coming up, coming up, coming up. Now it's poking through. So you could see that. Let me zoom in a little bit. You can see it's poking through here. Starting to poke through. And I haven't done, you could see, I haven't done any edits yet to these videos. I mean, to these photos. So I'm going to do that with you guys together. So let's just, for example, take this, and I'm not going to go nuts. I'm just going to hit let's just hit auto and see what happens. Well, there you go. There's auto. I don't like, they lift up shadows too much. A lot of times when you hit auto, highlights are down. Let's just keep it down so you can see that sun, and let's look in. So there's the sunrise. That's with this camera. And what are the settings? Let's put those up. I took that 1/640th of a second. That's the shutter speed. 9. My aperture was 9. ISO is 100. So you could see that that was pretty much across the board. Those were my numbers, and I just did manual focus, and it was focused to infinity. So that's why in some of these pictures, I think some of them, they're out of focus. But back here is going to be in focus because I was at infinity. I mean, it's just one of those things, guys. You guys know you've all done this kind of stuff. We've all done this kind of stuff. So it's focused out here. It's focused, bro, out here. Look, you can see all in the. We're at San Clemente by the beach, and in the mist, in the ocean fog or whatever you call it, you could still look out and see all that stuff and touch it. Okay, so then we figured it out. However, a lot of the pictures were in focus because I was at such a high aperture. This is f9. Again, guys, I don't shoot an f2. I don't shoot an f whatever, the low. I'm not trying to. I want to see things. So anyway, that's where I went. That's what I did. I did some also dinner stuff with this camera. I went to here's some more cars. Did I have it on the wrong mode? Yeah, you couldn't even see that. Okay, so here are some cars. Right here. Here's a Targa. There's a GT350 OG. Here's a convertible car Munguia for sale. Out of focus, but guess what? Right here. Still out of focus. Guess what? Right here. Still out of focus. We're at infinity, guys. Is this in focus? We're getting close. This is 1/160. So go figure. Maybe it was focused here. I'm not really sure, guys. But you'll see some of these were in focus, some of these were good. Um, but it's not about that. The other thing is I was shooting in direct sunlight sometimes with no lens hood. So we're also going to look at flare. Is it worth running around with a lens hood on this camera? I like the fact that it's small and it's nice and tiny like this. You put a lens hood on it, and even a flat, I have the JJC flat square looking lens hood. And even with that, it's still, here, let me pull it out. So this is that lens hood here. I'll just put it on so you can see it. Even with this lens hood, here, let me put this on right here. So even with this, and this is nice, it's a nice machined metal or some kind of metal, aluminum, I think. It's a very nice lens hood, very quality, comes on there, goes on there straight, locks in place. But even though it's flat like that, it's still like a little wide. And I'd rather go without this. And that's where I'm going to get to one of my minor inconveniences that I have with this camera. Okay, so it's not all glory. I mean, it is a lot of glory, and it's just magic to hold this in your hand, to be honest. You don't even have to shoot with it. Just hold it in your hand. I'm geeking out, but one of my minor inconveniences is, where do you put it if you don't want to, like today I didn't have my crossbody, it's a Louis V, what they call the bum bag. And I wasn't wearing it. I don't know. It's in the other room. Because I had my big streaming backpack on, and so I didn't want to have two bags. And so I left the bum bag at home. I took the backpack, and I didn't have a place to put this. So when I get in the car, start driving, I don't want to put this on the car and have it like move around and shake around. So what do? I shoved it in my pocket, and it does fit in my pocket. You know, I wear these freaking here, I'll just show you guys. I wear these can you see it there? Let me zoom out a little bit. So I wear these Lululemons a lot, and I just take this thing like this. A lot of times with the lens hood on it. Here's the lens hood. I take this and I just shove it in here. And so this is another thing. When someone tells you this is not a pocket, you can't that doesn't fit in your pocket. Well, you just saw me. I didn't even really try. I just pulled it out. Okay, here it is again. Watch this. If anyone tells you it doesn't fit in your pocket, show them this right there. That's a pocket camera, buddy. That's a $5,100 pocket camera. It's the baby Leica. It's a Leica that fits in your pocket, bro. It's got the same 61 megapixel sensor, full frame. It's got an f2 lens, 35 millimeter. Leica doesn't have a 35. It's a Q343 that goes in your pocket, bro. Look at this. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it one more time just for you guys. I know you want it. I wanted to see this when I was looking at this camera before I bought it. Look. Boom. That one took me longer than all the other 2-3 times I just did it for you guys. I just pulled it out. Look. There, I just dropped it in. And I just pulled it out. Now, of course, if you're wearing some kind of, I don't know, fucking jeans or something that are really tight, and you're still doing those tight jeans, and which are now out of style. If you wear tight jeans now, you're not with it. We're going back to baggy jeans these days. So if you have those kind of jeans on, of course, you're not going to fit this in your pocket. But again, if I don't want to put it in my pocket and I want to put it somewhere, I kind of, the inconvenience is I want to have like a little pouch for it almost, like on my waist, but I don't even know if I'd like that too. So I think I just got to keep my bum bag on me, my crossbody, and just keep it in there all the time. because it fits in there nicely and snugly. The other day, I thought it was a little bit snug being in my bum bag too. But then I realized after using it and putting it in and out of it and like trying to be careful with it and whatnot, I realized I like it being a little snug in there because it kind of holds it together. It's not like loose and stuff like that. It's just a nice, deal. So I like that. So anyway, it fits in your pocket. It's a minor inconvenience is the fact that it's not a GR3 or GR4, Ricoh GR4, where it like easily goes in your pocket. This goes in your pocket, but you saw me put it in my pocket, but it's not super comfortable. Okay. It's just not. It's not like, oh, it's so comfy in my pocket. No, it's not, guys. Look. So I'll put it in there. Again, it's in my pocket now. But now it's like that. I don't want to walk like that. This honestly, I don't ever want to walk with this camera anymore unless, in the beginning, that's the whole reason I bought this. So I just walk around like this. Forever since I was a kid, I loved cameras. I always had cameras in my hand, and that's what I got this for, so I can go back to that and take tons and tons of pictures, and I am now. We're going to look at some of the pictures. I got some pictures with lens flare, so you'll see the flare. So I was rocking, the camera without this lens hood. You're going to see the lens flare, and you can tell me, do you like it? Does it suck? Is it stupid? I know how I feel about it. Let's see what you think. And so what else? The flash. I use the flash a lot. I did a review on the flash. I put a link in the description for my review of this flash. It's a great flash. This black is just perfect for this. It's absolutely like it's made for it. It looks, if they put the word Sony right here, it would be a Sony flash. If they put Sony right here on the top, it would be a Sony flash. 100%. It's like specifically made for this camera. It's bizarre. I'm going to talk about one other thing too, because people are confused when I tell them that I said I was going to buy the GR4 and pre-ordered. I was going to be one of the first to pre-order the minute it became available for the pre-order. I did a live stream and I ended just in time for that. I was going to do it. I saw the price at $1,500 and I said, it's no longer a bargain. I said, now it's a premium price for that camera. And then I said, if I'm going to pay a premium for a camera, then I'm going to get the one I really want and get this. Oops. That's the thing rubbing on it. And then people, I had someone comment, which is all good. You just probably didn't understand what I said, but he's like, well, doesn't make sense. You're saying, that's a premium camera, but then the price of this camera is $5,100, so they're not even in the same ballpark. And I said, yes, the prices, if you compare the price, they're not in the same ballpark. But when you look at the price versus what you're getting and the value proposition, in my opinion, the GR3 at $1,100, or I think it was $1,000. Let's call it $1,100 with tax or whatever. The Ricoh GR3 at $1,100 was a bargain camera. You get a lot of camera for the money, and to me, it's bang for your buck. It's like a Corvette. You can get a Corvette and stomp. You can get a Corvette, for let's just say $80K, $70K, I don't know, whatever the prices are for those cars. You can get a Corvette for that amount of money and stomp on cars that are $150K. Or whatever. You get the point. Pick any reference you want. The moment the Ricoh GR4 became $1,500, you're going from $1,100 to $1,500. That's a $400 increase. That's like 40% increase. Right? If the price was $1,000, it's a 50% increase because you got tax on top of $1,500 now, right? I think it was $1,000. I think they were like $899 or $999 or $1,099. I don't know, guys. You guys can look it up and get all technical about that and yell at me in the comments. But We're talking 40%. Let's just lowball it. 40% increase. That's a big increase. You know, if it was $4,000 and it went up $400, $500, it's not a 40% increase. It's an increase. So the point is, it's no longer bang for your buck. It's no longer a steal. It's no longer that, in my opinion. And so if I'm gonna pay in my opinion, what I feel like that GR4 is valued at, what it's worth, I'm no longer like getting a deal. So if I'm not gonna get a deal, I'm gonna get the real deal. What I mean is I'm gonna get what I really wanted, because with this you're not getting a deal. I mean, it's obvious, guys. We know that. All the people that go on YouTube and tell you this camera is overpriced, it's not overpriced. It's just that it's not a deal. It's not a steal. Okay? It's not the bang for your buck. You're getting a camera that's worth the money you're paying. And that's what this is. You can, I mean, try to change my mind, bro. Talk to me about it. I'm open all day long. We'll chat about it. But you're no longer stealing a camera. You're paying what the camera's worth, and that's just how that goes. This camera right here is a baby Leica Q343, in my opinion. That you just saw me put in my pocket. A couple new viewers just came online here. You want to see it? This is it going in my pocket. Look. Just like that. It's a baby Q343. It's got the same sensor. The sensor in the Q343 is the Sony sensor. It's a 61 megapixel full frame. This has better focus, better autofocus. We're gonna look at pictures right now. Look at this. It's got better autofocus, guys. You're gonna see. I had it in manual focus and I switched it to auto, and you're gonna see the thing is nuts. In my episode 1, I took pictures of Sanaz. So I'm gonna go back here. I was here. Sanaz was sitting in that chair, right? And that one on the left. And I showed you guys the screen while I was shooting pictures of it. And you guys saw every time I moved and I put it on, I pressed the shutter, it focused right on her face, right on her eyeball. Like you saw the little green dot. So it's a baby Leica Q343 with the same, Sony made that sensor, right? This is Sony's technology, for $5,100, and the Q343 is literally $7,500, I think, before tax. And this autofocus is better. This has EVF, electronic viewfinder, which is phenomenal. Even though all of the spec sheet geeks online are going to tell you that, oh, how come it's not a new EVF? Dude, it's phenomenal EVF. Today I took pictures in the bright sunlight and I went like this to look at them after I took the pictures, and I was like, wow, I love it. Love it. And I had an A7 IV. EVF was fine. Is it the same EVF? Maybe you guys can you guys can tell me. But I loved it. It's phenomenal. So a Leica Q343 is $7,500. Has the same sensor. This one's smaller. I just put it in my pocket, guys. I'm gonna do it one more time. Look here. This is with a flash. Look, with the flash, bro. It's in my pocket. Look at that. You see that? These are Lululemon shorts. Okay, with the flash, bro. It's in my. Look at this. It's in my pocket. So you can see that. I'm pulling it out now, and there it is with the flash. It went right in my pocket. So I'll do it again so you can see here. This is no joke here. My pocket, and I just dropped it right in. Look, it's in my pocket. Now, do I want to cruise? Is this how I'm cruising around? No, dude. No, it's not. It's like in a weird moment when I can't have it in my hand for some reason. I'm driving a stick shift car and I'm putting in my map and I'm messing with my phone, and I don't want to put this on the seat and have it roll around. I just jam it in my pocket, and while I'm shifting, it's just sitting in my pocket. I mean, that's the time when I kind of want to figure out a way to put this somewhere, but I would rather have a holster. Guys, I used to have a holster when I was in my 20s, early 20s. I had a small point and shoot from Sony. It was like a little holster right here that just clips to your waist. You didn't even need a belt. It would just it had one of those like clips that clips right here, and boom, it would put it in right there, and it was just with me right here everywhere. And as soon as I wanted to take a picture, I would just do like one of these where you grab it by the sides, pull it out, I'll flip it on, and then I was shooting. So that's what I want. That's what I want. I want a camera like that. I mean, a holster like that. And I searched the internet and I can't find them. So I thought about making it. If you guys don't know, guys, I operate a few different businesses. Some of them are, I sell products. Some of them I sell services. I might just do, I love leather, so I might just make a beautiful leather holster. Look, I love journaling. This is my journal. Look at the leather on that. I love leather, and it's just one of those beautiful things. So this is what I hold my pens in. This is a leather holster for my pens. This little flap comes down. Here's a beautiful Mont Blanc limited edition James Dean. You can look it up. This is the James Dean Mont Blanc. You can tell I have a love for cars. This is his Porsche grill right here. This right here is a double barrel. You can kind of see that right there. It's a double barrel. But these are my pens. This is a fountain pen. So if I unscrew this, you can see this is what I write with right here. Let's go like that. So this is, and I just love these kind of things. And so I might just make it and make it myself for fun, just to enjoy it and start producing it. We'll do USA made in USA holster for your made in Japan RX1R. These are made in Japan, guys. So it's super cool. I think you could see it there, right here. But it's one of the few cameras that's made in Japan, which is really cool. I love the fact that it's made in Japan. I have a love for, products that they make with quality and all that kind of stuff. And anyway, I love also German engineering. You can tell by my love for Porsche. You could tell by the cars I love for photographing. I did photograph at this car show. You're going to see lots of pictures that I took. Here's my car. Actually, no, this is not my car. This is my car right here. That's me standing on the front. I have a splitter, a racing splitter I put on the front of my car. Here's my car still. Let's see. You could get a better picture of it for you guys. Yeah, now here you can see the splitter. Let me zoom out. You can see I take it to the track. So that's rubber marks from the cars in front of me in the racetrack. But this is the front splitter right here. You could stand on that. And I did the whole suspension myself. I built the whole suspension myself. When I say built, I installed all the shock springs. Here's another Porsche. It's not mine. But I did all the shock springs, sway bars, end links, every piece of the suspension I installed myself in my garage. I like to do it when I have time. So I love that stuff. So I would get a Leica totally, but I wanted it small enough to where I can carry it every day in my pocket, or every day in my hand. And that's what this is, guys. My experience today with it was really good. I really it's just one of those like really cool. I think it's how people with Leicas feel. You know, when people that have Leicas, you know, when they tell you it's just a joy to use, and just the fact that just the tactile feel of it, and that's a word they use a lot. I think that's the feeling I'm having with this camera, and I bet you that feeling is even more exaggerated, or it's not exaggerated, but that feeling is even it increases more with the Leica, possibly because the Leica probably has just a level up on it, possibly. Um, I gotta try that, but that's from what I'm hearing. That's what it seems like. Um, so, but it's too big for me to do. I just want something every single day to wear, and um, I would holster this if I had a holster. I would holster this, maybe like a leather holster that kind of goes like this, and maybe the lens kind of just sits out of the holster, and the leather's around it like that. And this is on the side of my hip, and I just pull it out. So that's probably what I would do. My experience with it is I never once got tired of holding it. Sanaz never once got tired of holding it. She's taking pictures of it right here. This is me. This is my this is my live streaming rig that I'm wearing. You see the wire going to my backpack. And she's taking a picture of me. She's using this camera. We had a good time with it. The focus is there, guys, as much as you need it to be. And we're gonna go through pictures. I got pictures with lens flare. Again, you guys can tell me what you think. I did no lens hood. So what else? What else about it? I love this strap for the wrist. I think I need to also get an artisan neck strap because I like this artisan stuff. It's fun. It's nice. It's comfortable. It's silk and leather. So I might get that around the neck. Sometimes you just want that. The flash worked really well. I have pictures of us using the flash. I use flash when we're taking pictures of ourselves, of when you're taking pictures of people, not necessarily cars, because it just bounces off the cars and doesn't work right. But with people, you want to capture their face. The flash is great. You're going to see with and without flash. I took pictures of the water. We went by the beach and had lunch. I took pictures of boats passing by. So like this is a picture of the water. This is looking through the water. Here are some fish. I don't think it focused on those, but they came out nice because I got a good f-stop. I'm at f4.5. Oh, sorry. Here's the picture. Here's a picture of the water. And you guys were not looking at me there when I was trying to show you that picture, right? Of me with my rig. Yeah, there's my dad. This is me with my live streaming rig. So that's my FX3, and that's the cable that I made that has both my HDMI and my USB-C in one cable. I put them together in a heat shrink tube, and they go to my Live View Solo in my backpack, and that's how I'm streaming. And Sanaz is using this camera taking pictures of me. So that was a lot of fun. Here we are. Here's me with my car. And here is my dad and his brother. And guys, I haven't done, these are raw. I haven't done anything. Let me just hit auto so you know what I'm saying. Watch this. I'll just hit auto in Lightroom. And that's how it looks. Focus really well. There's my uncle. It's my dad's brother. It's my dad in the yellow. They're looking at some cars. They're freaking out over these Porsches. My dad's restoring a 356 Super 90. You could see how this focused on him. Pops is looking good for 75, huh? Holy cow. That's me. It's Pops. My uncle looking at their watch. They're watch guys like I am. This is a watch that I used to have when I was a kid. Look at that. You can see every speck on that dial. Okay, so let's look at pictures, guys. Let's just dive in. I mean, we talked a little bit about it. If there's more to talk about it, we'll talk more. You feel free to ask me questions. I'm going to try to find some that has lens flare. So far, I haven't found one that has lens flare. I know there's a few because I saw it, but I haven't come across them yet. So let's just go. I'm just going to go here. Again, guys, this is morning sun from this morning. I woke up. I wake up. I do sunlight viewing. That's what this is. Sun's peeking out here. And so these are sunlight. Again, I didn't do any editing. Let me hit auto. There's auto. Let me bring the shadows down. Whenever you hit auto in Lightroom or in most apps, it brings your shadows up too high and it brings your highlights down. And I'm not a fan. You see that? I want that separation. So if you look at this, this is too much. I don't want to see that. I'm looking at this. I want to see this and I want to see that sun back there. Let's bring the highlights. This is down, but let's bring it back up a little bit. So there's the sunlight. This is I think did I stop down on this or stopped up on it? F9. This is F9. This is still F9. I'm changing shutter speed. So this is 1/640. This is 1/2000 shutter speed. Okay. 1/500. F9 still. All right. This is first picture of the day of my car. This is still manual focus because I was taking these pictures in manual focus and forgot to take it off for these. So this is manual focus. I'll hit auto on this just for the heck of it. And you'll see what that looks like. That's my car. And these are the cars next to it. I'm just hitting auto little by little so we can flip through and see. All right. Still no lens flare. We're not. Okay. Here we have lens flare. This is Sanaz, and she's in front of my car. And we got this lens flare up here. Can you guys see that? Let me just go in on it. I'm in the lens flare right now. Let me zoom out a little bit. I took pictures without the lens hood. All right. So this is no lens hood, and this is the lens flare you get. I like lens flare. So on a handful of photos where I shot in the direct sunlight, I got lens flare, which is 90% of the reason why you have a lens hood. Some people have, a lot of people have lens hoods so that they can protect their lens. It's like a protective, like a shield. I don't need the protection. I put on this camera, I put a Carl Zeiss UV filter screwed on there. So it's literally this is a UV filter screwed on here. So I don't need a lens hood. I can hit that, and if something happens, I'll get a new lens UV filter. Of all the cameras that I've owned my whole life, I've never broken or damaged a lens or did something where if I had a lens hood, it would have made a difference. I use lens hoods for the perceived benefit of lens flare, but I don't even care about lens flare. See this picture right here? There's lens flare in the top left corner right here, and it's not that big of a deal, right? So let's see. This is the lens flare. Not that big of a deal. I like it. It looks a little OG to me, and I prefer that. I actually like lens flare. So if you're wondering why didn't Sony ship this camera with a lens hood, maybe it's because it's up to you to figure that part out. But if I had someone ask me twice about lens hood and lens flare and do they need a lens hood, my answer is no. In my opinion, no lens hood is needed for this camera. I bought this one for like $30. It's a beautiful aluminum one on Amazon. It's a JJC. I'll show you guys again so you can see how it looks. Let me go to this angle so you can see the whole thing. Here is the camera. It's a beautiful camera. I have a Godox flash on it, guys. Here's the camera, no lens hood. It's got the Carl Zeiss UV filter on the front. You could see kind of like right there. It says Zeiss right here. So this is the lens hood. It's a square JJC. And here's how it goes on. It just goes right here, snaps in, and that's how it looks. It looks really nice. It's solid. It's metal construction. It's metal construction, and it's a nice lens hood. It's beautiful. It makes the footprint bigger. I know I have this on it, but if I could do without a flash, I would, but I can't. Because I'll show you pictures where they're just beautiful with the flash. But just because I made it big with a flash doesn't mean I have to make it even bigger with a lens hood. And I don't want to do that. I don't need it. I like lens flare. Here is lens flare. Again, here it is, right here. Okay, this is Sanaz. This is lens flare up here. And you could see that. No biggie. We're all good, guys. All good. We're going to live with this lens flare. So that's the answer. My answer is no. No lens flare needed, bro. You're good. Don't do it. Unless you're going to freak out about it. Here it is. So this is why I say the perceived benefit, because how often are you getting lens flare? I don't even have lens flare here. I shot this right after this one in the sun. This one also in the sun, no lens flare. This one here, lens flare. Look, you can see it right by your face. I kind of like it. Maybe I'm a little OG that way, and I'm okay with it. This one is not really in the sun, so we'll keep going through these pictures. Guys, this was my live stream earlier today. This morning at 9 a.m., I went to San Clemente in Orange County by the beach. It's the largest car meet. It's the largest cars and coffee or car meet in the entire country, in our nation. Okay. And that's where I was today. I did a live stream there, had a great time. Look at this Porsche. Look at these cars. Beautiful 930 turbo. I had a 1977 930 turbo that I loved. Bummed that I sold it. It was like a chocolate brown metallic. It was beautiful. All good. I got my own Porsche now. I got a different one. I'll show it to you. GT2 RS. Whoo, fastest production Porsche you can buy. 1963, I believe. 356 Super 90. Well, I have the spec sheet on it. So, but this is a car this is not my dad's car, but he's restoring a car like this. So we're all over it, taking all kinds of pictures. We got the houndstooth interior. Beautiful car. Let's see. I have it in the video. If you're curious, this is the video that we took. This right here is the video. And I'll just hit play so you can get an idea.
There you go.
That's me taking
You get further back.
With
and let me turn this flash off.
The RX1R III of
right.
Sanaz in front of that car. This is me live streaming at this event.
Should we go get coffee and then come back again?
Well, we'll see a lot of cars on the way to coffee, I'm sure.
So it was cars and coffee, so we had to go get our coffee. But we had a lot of fun shooting with this camera. Sanaz used it. She has a Sony ZV-1 Mark II, and so it was like a no-brainer for her to use this because the menus are identical. So it's just worked out really well for me buying this camera. I'm so glad I spent the money and I forced myself to do it. And I paid $5,100 for a point and shoot that I'm loving the hell out of. Anyway, this is that video. I'm going through the video here. Where was that? Again, this is me taking pictures with the camera.
Come on this side.
And you can see I was holding a big FX3 in
To the side of it a little bit.
And this.
And then come to this side. A little more. Get right there.
Yeah, and so you could see me using the camera and having a good time with it.
Let me get further back. And let me turn this flash off.
Yeah, because I'm too far back. You got to turn the flash off when you're away from your subject.
There you go.
That far, it's not gonna. That small flash won't.
Should we go get coffee and then come back again?
Well,
so there's us taking pictures. I'm gonna come back to the video, but let's look at the actual pictures that I got with it. So here are the pictures again. A lot of these were out of focus again, guys, because I forgot to take it off of manual focus. There's me with my rig. So I'm holding this entire rig in my hand. That's me right there. That's the rig. FX3 with the whole thing, with the whole camera cage. It's a small rig cage with the cables going to my backpack. Let me go forward. I'm just going to keep going. Again, they're not in focus right now because I left it in manual focus. It was at infinity, but I was at F9. So a lot of things ended up looking like they were in focus. But we were at infinity because I was taking pictures of the sun, the sunrise this morning. Oh, I love this El Camino, this SS El Camino. Beautiful car, beautiful Jaguar. Okay, so here's me again with my rig. Beautiful woodies. Okay, this is where I put it in focus. So now we go and have coffee, and this is Sanaz and I. This is my rig, and we're sitting there. Now we got it in autofocus. Okay. Let's see how it did here. Spot on. So it knows what to focus on. Here's a guy that was taking a picture. I liked his camera. It was a nice Fuji camera. It's dead on. Look at this. Look at the focus on this. Are we at 100%? No. Yeah, we're at 100%. So you could see it's super focused. Look at this. And let me hit auto so it'll bring up the shadows. Look at that. I took a picture of him with his XT3. That's a fun camera too. It's in focus. It's looking really good. I don't see lens flare, guys. Do you? I don't see lens flare here. I don't see lens flare. I'm kind of in the sun, not exactly directly at the sun, but this goes to show you don't need the lens hood, in my opinion. Here's my car. Is it in focus? It's dead on. Look at that. It's dead. I can zoom in even further here. Let's go 200%. We're dead on, guys. Look at that. You could see my canards, the carbon fibers in it. If I go even more, you could probably see more because I'm at a good f-stop too. Yeah, you could see a lot in here. So I'm at 400% where it starts, even at 61 megapixels, it starts to kind of get, not as crisp. So what were my settings? 1/200th of a second. So 200th of a second, f9, and ISO is 100. So I shoot an aperture priority. I drop it to whatever aperture I want, and I'm going. So I'm at f9. Okay, and that's what we're at. Beautiful 930, beautiful car. Absolutely love this car. I think it got the people somehow, or I don't know who it got in focus. Did it get like this guy? No. We'll just keep going here. That's me with my live streaming rig next to my car. And again, guys, I'm trying to see if there's issues with focus, issues with the lens flare. We're in the sun. We're fine, guys. I think we're good. Look at that. I'm standing on the front splitter. This car, I take it to the track, but I also love good downforce for around town. Even at low speeds, you get good downforce. I got a massive spoiler on it. Let me hit auto. You could see I'm standing on I'm standing on it. I'm not tiptoeing. I'm actually fully standing on that. I was gonna make this the thumbnail for the video, but it's not as clear as I thought it would come out. Oh, there's lens flare. I see or that's a light bouncing off of the car. Who knows? You might have had that even if you had the lens hood. So there's a lightning. Is it on the guy? I can't tell. Wow, we just saw the guy zit on his face. Okay, let's go to, here's my dad. My dad shows up. That's my uncle I'm hugging. My dad's in the yellow. What are we focused on here? This is my dad. This is my dad. Itching his head. There they are. There he is. Maybe it got him now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that focus, guys. From back here. It's got a couple guys in focus. Oh, it's got my uncle, maybe. What is this, F9 still? I stay in F9, guys. I stay in F9. I probably should stay F8. I'll probably get better pictures if I'm in like F8, F6, F5.6. But I'm not caring about us. I'm not trying to get blurry backgrounds here. I'm trying to see what's in the background. Here's my dad and my uncle looking at a Porsche 356, and look at that. Perfectly in focus. There's my dad. There he is again. Here's his brother. It's his younger brother. Again, guys, we're looking at watches. This is a beautiful Omega 321, caliber 321. This is a 1960s, mid to late 60s piece. It's a caliber 321 chronograph, manual, not automatic. You have to wind it. It doesn't do automatic. Here's my dad looking at the 356, pushing his gut out for us. Looking good for 75, buddy. Looking good. So let's keep going. Let's keep looking at no lens flare. We're still looking. This guy interviews me. How are we looking on it? Again, guys, I should probably do auto on these for you guys, but these are not even auto. Look at that. So we'll do it. I didn't do it on purpose. I did it on the last video. I did all of them on auto, and we just flipped through them. But now I'm going individually with you guys so you can see what it looks like before and after. And I don't typically just do auto and be done with a picture. I'm doing that now just to save time. I typically do auto, then turn it off, then go fine tune it myself how I want it. If you're curious about my process. This guy interviews me. These guys were going crazy over the car. There's my uncle talking to me. Let's do an auto on him. Let's check him out. This camera is amazing, guys. Again, my uncle, my dad, there's all three of us. In focus, somewhat. Enough. It's enough. It's enough, guys. It is enough. Yeah, this is locked in. This is locked in, guys. We're locked in. Here's a picture of my car that I took after we're all said and done. Here is Sanaz in the car. One of these I did auto, I thought. No, I did not. So this is with flash, guys. This is with flash, so you can see it lights up her face. That's why you want that flash. That's why you want this flash that's on here, guys. it just does that extra boom, you know. And again, if I hit auto, look at this, it just makes the picture beautiful. And I haven't even done anything with it. So here's the car. Love the car. So happy with this build that I did. I built this whole thing up. Look at that spoiler. It's not focused there. It's focused more probably like right here somewhere. You can see, guys, I beat on this car. I take it to the track, and these are all rubber marks from the cars that when you go on the racetrack, you guys have we have like track tires that are more sticky, and they're more sticky because they're softer tires. And when they're soft and they're sticky, you get them heated up and they get more sticky and they become gluey. They stick. They really actually stick. You could put your finger, like almost poke into the tire when they're hot. And they get so hot sometimes that little pieces just melt off. And from the car in front of you, they just spray against your car. That's why you see these nicks. These are actually pieces of rubber that were melting off the cars in front of me. We're tracking the cars. I think this is without flash. This is with flash. You can see the difference. Look at that. That's with flash. So that's the NOS. Again, guys, this is the water. I'm going to hit auto. I don't know what it was focused on. I think it was focused out here somewhere. Maybe here. But we'll get to some pictures where we can see where the focus is and all that in just a second, because we had lunch and we did that indoors and that was clean. Here are some fish under the water. So here's that. And like somewhere out here is where I took these pictures. I mean, it was focused here on this glare, not on the water, not in the water. I just did autofocus. I'm not manual focusing. This is me just shooting from the hip, just boom, 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 not even caring. Took a picture of this guy. These guys are fishing over here. And look at, you can see every single hair just from the side of him. I picked up the camera and quickly, boom, took a snap. And you can see every hair in his ear. It's a clean photo, guys. Here, let me hit auto. Look at that. Let's see the tattoos. You can see everything. It's focused on his eye. It's focused really good. Hit auto on this guy. This, I would say, is probably a little less focused. Maybe I was moving too fast. What's my shutter speed? Let's see. 1/200, so 1/200 of a second. F8, 100 ISO. This is a random picture. This is not the waitress, the hostess. Not sure who it was focused on. One of them. All right. This is Wind and Sea is the name of the restaurant. This is a guy taking pictures with his camera. I took a picture of him. Totally in focus, guys. Amazing camera. This is indoor with the wrong settings. 1/25 of a second. F8, 800 ISO. So we're going to have some grain. So even if I come in here and hit auto for you guys, it's going to lift up the shadows and we're going to get grain. But then I change the settings. So we go in here. Now I'm purposely shooting with these settings, with this exposure, because I'm exposing for the outside a little bit. What was I exposing for? No, I was exposing for the inside a little bit. Sorry. Hello 060. Just saw your message, bro. Thanks for saying hello. So guys, if I hit auto on this, boom. I wanted to kind of get this more out here. Boom. What are the settings here? 1600 ISO. So if I zoom in, you're gonna have grain on this. Yeah, but it looks good. Here's a cool picture of a boat passing by. I really like this. It's only 100 ISO, 200th of a second, f8. Bam. Let's see what's in focus. Something out here is in focus. Plant. Maybe the glass. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, it's the glass, I think. The glare in the glass somehow, maybe. So that didn't work out as it worked out for the picture I wanted. I can do everything. I'm not printing these pictures and putting them on my wall. Although this is kind of cool. So I wouldn't mind that. This is pretty neat. I didn't do an auto on this because it's going to lift the shadows too high. And I don't want to see all that. You see that? So what I would do is I would probably hit auto, bring the shadows back down, bring the highlights up a little bit. And then I'll tweak it from here, and I might even just reset it and play with it myself. But you can see we did a cheers with the oysters. Okay. So, did it get focus? This is grainy because we're indoors, and I didn't care. And I should have gotten out of F9 or F8 because I'm still at F8. I'm shooting F8 indoors, and this is how it looks. And this is for Instagram. We're shooting this. We're gonna tag each other and do this whole thing, whatever. And we did. So this is not a print that's going on my wall. This is with flash. So we're at F8. What's the ISO here? 6400 ISO, guys. Look how good it looks with a 6400 ISO. 6400 ISO. That's why I chose full frame over APS-C. That's why I went with this camera. That's why I got this RX1R III instead of the GR3, because I can do indoor F9, which is unnecessary, but on accident. F9 and have a 6400 ISO and still have this good of a picture and not even care about it. That's the beauty of it. Now this is at 1000 ISO, so it's going to be better. It won't be as grainy, and it's not as grainy. Let's see who it focused on. His knuckle, my knuckle. Oh yeah, it's focused on me. Look at my nail. Look at my finger. Look at that, dead on. Dead on. Now, being F8, it should have got more in focus, but it's all good. I think since it's close up, it's just less focus, so that's just what it is. Here is a buddy of mine putting food in his mouth, and I just took a random picture of him. 640 ISO, 1/25th of a second, and I probably shouldn't be showing the picture, but whatever. Look how perfect it is. There's Sanaz, 160 ISO, so this should be nice. Look at that, guys. Look at that. This should be my thumbnail for this video. Guys, look at that. That's strong. I'm going on an hour. I was trying not to do an hour again, but I get carried away and I end up enjoying this. Look at this, guys. This one is out of focus. What am I? I'm at f3.2. Okay, I changed the I changed my aperture. Holy cow. All right. So now look. Oh my gosh, she's not. Look, you could see every single hair on her nose, bro. She has blonde hair and she has light brown hair. This is her natural hair color. You could see every hair. Look at her. Look, you could see the vein on her eyeball, bro. Look at the vein on her eyeball, bro. Guys, 61 megapixels, little point and shoot that packs a punch. Holy cow, look at the colors in her eyes. She has like greenish eyes, greenish gray, greenish bluish gray. I don't know what they are. They're different colors and different lights. But look at that. You could see every different little thing in her eyeball, and it's still got a glare from her eye. Look at that. You could see where it's the moisture is. You could see where her hair changes to a lighter color out here. Guys, look at the vein. Look at that. Beautiful eyes. And it got him. And again. Wow. Wow, wow. And this, guys, I didn't do no auto here. Here's auto. Watch this. Here's auto. And look at it again. Does it do anything to this? A little bit. Look. Yeah, it does actually. Look at that. So, here's another picture of a boat. It didn't focus on the people. I think it's focused on this glass. That's my guess. It's focused on this stuff right here on the glass. Let's focus on the glass itself. I got to manual focus that. So I got a picture of that boat and that boat. Kind of cool. I wouldn't do auto on this. I would just play with it myself. But if I did auto, this is what it would look like. The shadows are too. I don't want to see the inside of the restaurant. I want it like that. Yeah. I want contrasty a little bit. Contrasty. Where is my contrast? Right here. Something like that. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. How did this come out right here? Not bad. I like it. I like it. Auto. Auto off. Auto on. Auto off. Auto on. Off. On. Off. Auto on, lower shadows. That's like that's my favorite thing to do. Auto and then lower shadows. Because it just cranks the shadows. Sanaa's on her phone. Sanaa's on her phone. And let's keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Here's my car. How are we looking here? Okay, not bad. Could it be better? That's pretty good. Where is it focused? Should we do auto on it? Boom. Let's see. What's our settings? F4.5, 200 ISO, 1/25th of a second. I took an interior picture. F4.5 should be pretty good though. Let's take another look at this really quick. Yeah. Sorry, I was just typing here. They're trying to see if I want to eat something, and they want to take me out to dinner, and I'm saying no, dude. I just had a long day, and I'm gonna chill with you guys. I did a whole hour. I'm at an hour and 15 minutes already. Is that what it is? Hour and 10. I'm trying to keep this at 30 minutes. I get carried away, you guys. My bad. This is the camera. I know this is what I would want to see. If I was watching this video, I want someone to keep showing me this camera. This is what it looks like. This is the camera, guys. This is the jam. This is what it looks like underneath on the bottom. This is the shape. This is the lens. This is a UV. This is a UV filter I put on it. It's a Zeiss UV filter. It's like $50. for just the UV filter, and it's so worth it because it's beautiful and it matches the camera. You see the writing, the red T. This thing has a red T on this side of it right here where my finger is. It also has red T inside the lens, and now it's got it on the UV filter. Not that I geek, not that I'm losing it over like, oh, you know, those I don't trip out on that. But when it happens on its own without me really thinking about it, I love that. This is how the camera looks. This is how I rock it. No lens hood needed. I'm not gonna wear a lens hood anymore. I wasted $30 on it, but it's okay. I got it. If I really need it, I'll use it. But this is how it looks. I love the flash. This goes with me everywhere, and it fits in my pocket. Okay. So this is what it looks like without the lens, without the flash. Let me go like this. That's what it looks like. This is how it sounds. This is how the mode dial clicks. I love all this stuff is so cool. The exposure compensation. It's not as hard to click the exposure compensation as it is to control the mode, because obviously they want the mode to be hard to change. And then there's a third one right here. So this is exposure compensation right here. This is mode. And then this third one back here, right? Let's see if I can get it in the light for you guys right here. This one is whatever you want it to be. That's mode. This is exposure compensation. And then this is that third one. Very tactile, very fun to use. The flash on this, this Godox, I did a review on the flash. Check it out. It's a no-brainer. Guys, I'm at the end of the video, okay? But I'm still geeking out. Day 3. This is my third episode giving you guys my feedback on this camera. I did 3 live streams with my FX3, which is what I'm streaming on now. And while holding this camera in my other hand, so I was holding this the FX3 with the whole cage and everything on it with this hand, and I was shooting pictures with this hand with this. 3 days I did that, and all 3 times I came and gave you guys my feedback about this camera. It's lightweight enough to carry all day, and the battery lasts a long time. I went through all day, 2 hours. You could see my live stream. It's 2 hours long. This was on for pretty much the whole time that I was doing that live stream. Occasionally it was turned off and on, but only a few times. Otherwise it was on the whole time, and I was just taking pictures. 2 hours. And then this is without charging it. So I fully charged it, took it out. 2 hours during my live stream taking pictures. Then I took it to lunch in Dana Point. You could see by the beach where we took all those pictures. This is Sanaz in my car. Before I show you other pictures, let me see that it got her face a little bit. Is it? It's a little grainy. That's 2000 ISO. We took picture. This is the end of the day right here. And then we took pictures, you know, at Dana Point, by the water. This is the restaurant looking out with boats passing by. I have videos I want to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys a quick video. But the battery, after everything was said and done, after 2 hours, put it this way, after 2 hours live stream and with the FX3 and taking pictures with this being on the whole time, it was at like 23%. Okay. After playing with it, sitting at this restaurant that you're looking at now, sitting in this restaurant, playing with the camera in my hand and taking these pictures and fiddling around with it while it's on running. Again, we left at like, I want to say 10%. And then I got to my car and then took more pictures. And then I got to like 9% or 7%. And that was it. I just took a couple more pictures. Oh, and then I took some videos on the freeway while I was driving. And I don't know how I do this, but I know how I do it. I drive with my knee sometimes. It's a manual. Save the manuals. And so, guys, if you're wondering, this is my car. I know I've been talking about cars and stuff. I showed you guys, some of you guys are coming on right now. Let me show you the videos. Here are a couple videos. This is a video I took of the boats going by, okay? That's 4K. You can see the settings up here, 3840 by 2160. That's straight 4K with this camera. And I'm going to hit play again. Look at that boat coming by. So I just love the watching the boats come by, and I thought it'd be a great little picture. I might do a time lapse or something. I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll do something with it. So there's a 4K video with the RX1R III. Okay. And here's a video of me driving. And just to show you like the stabilization in the video. Oh, I don't want to ruin the video. I don't know what I was playing there, but yeah, because they might run into copyright issue with the music. So I'm gonna actually I don't think it's playing on this anyway. You're not even hearing the sound. Okay, so here's a video. I'm gonna start it again. Check this out. This is 4K. Just driving. Look at the focus. Snappy, snappy. Look at the focus, guys. And this is close up. It's 35 millimeters. It's locked on me, bro. It's locked on me. This video is 4K and it's 1.1 gigs. So there's some sample video for you. And people that tell you there's no IBIS, you don't need it. It's got active stabilization. 4K. It's fine. I could probably do no stabilization and get a wider picture. I think it crops in a little bit. But does this look good to you guys? Look again. This is video. This is things you don't see with this. Here's video. Look how it's focusing. So you have a monster camera that takes insane photos. And then if you want some videos in between, guys, holy cow, you got 4K on a full frame sensor. That's just killing it. 30 frames per second is amazing for me. I don't shoot anything more than 30 frames. Those people shooting 60 frames and they're loving it, great. That's fine. I never do it. Almost never. Again, here's another video of the boat going by. Beautiful. So it's an everyday camera. It's an EDC, everyday carry, that you can enjoy. Take it with you. Shoot all of your life's pictures, all of your journeys. Take professional street photography, professional portraits. It's a 35 millimeter lens f2 that crushes. So, so there's my third episode, guys, for you. There's my third episode. Let me go zoom this in a little bit to 35 or so millimeters. so you can get another look at this. That's the camera, guys, right there. That's the camera right there. 35 millimeters. It's the baby Leica Q343, but it does better focusing. It still has an EVF that crushes. Not as good as the Leica probably, but enough for me. Enough for me. Look at this. Beautiful camera. It's worth every penny of $5,100. So guys, again, thank you for joining this live stream. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And we'll keep doing more of these. I'm going to be shooting a lot. And we'll jump on and do some live thoughts about it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time.